Hog. The podcast starts. And it starts,
Yes.
I wonder if my mic can hear that. Can you hear that? I just popped the Pepsi pop tab.
Nah. You lagged a little bit though. Is my mic good?
Yeah, your mic's fine. Yeah. So guys, welcome back to the main channel. This is kind of me and Matthew's like kind of side channel right now where we're going to do a podcast. We're going to bring on various guests, which will mostly be our friends because with 300 subscribers, it's kind of hard to get big guests on it, to be honest. But we're going to try our best, and we'll have clips on another channel as well, which we're getting worked on right now. And we're just going to try to talk about things that are relevant at the time and things that people like would want to hear about and would want to hear different opinions on. So I think I'm just going to get right into it. So I think the elephant in the room right now, or it's not really an elephant, but TikTok.
There's not an elephant in my room.
TikTok is one of like the biggest sharing platforms at the moment, with millions of users. And
I would agree.
It has. And the first thing that I did today, was when I woke up is when I opened TikTok. So
I did that too.
Yeah, same.
I always wake up and I'm on TikTok for like 2 hours before I come out of my room.
I know.
I'll wake up at like
so fun.
I wake up at like and then I'm just in my room watching TikToks for 2 hours, and then I'm like, I realize like that it's like 12:30. I still haven't eaten or done anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm like literally skipping meals to watch TikTok at the moment. So it's not a very good situation. But I'm just gonna ask, what are the thoughts on like the state of TikTok at the moment for you, where it's like with all like the drama and the political people on it. What do you think about the app itself, from a broad statement first?
Yeah. Honestly, like I feel like it's hard because I feel like right now, in America in general, a lot of people are having problems like expressing themselves without getting canceled, as we live in like a cancel culture right now.
Yeah,
You know,
it's true.
I feel like that's definitely rubbing off on the TikTok community, which is like a lot of young people. I feel like in a way that might lead to people and kids getting like more toxic.
That's true. It's true. That's facts.
I don't know. I feel like the people that really like run TikTok, the people with the most followers, really gonna have to set like a good influence on the younger community.
Nice.
Just because, like, if they don't, we'll just end up running TikTok. TikTok's kind of in the big creators' hands right now. So
Yeah.
really just depends what they do with it. What about you? What do you think?
I feel like the cancel culture is like just way too big for the for like it's out of hand right now, because like if a creator makes one mistake, they are instantly canceled, and that's the problem with being someone like a celebrity, is you can get canceled so fast. Like for example, do you know the girl Nessa Barrett on TikTok?
Yeah.
So she like did like a video of her dancing by like a sacred book of Islam, and then all of a sudden like her comments are absolutely flooded right now with just constant like just hate. And the same thing with Max Dressler, where Max Dressler kind of made more of a mistake, but still like a lot of creators' content is just not content, but all of their feedback is just a ton of hate, and it's a lot more out of hand than it used to be, I feel like.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you. Like, I feel like a lot of times, like, the big creators are so young. Age, some of the people running TikTok, controlling like, a lot of things. Not like the entire app, but like the content they're putting out, it's like put out to a whole bunch of people. And whatever those people like have so many followers say, it's kind of just what goes, and that becomes like really dangerous, like just how the app runs.
Yeah.
You know. Oh no, it just up to the big creators to see how this all plays out.
Like,
I feel like.
Yeah, because like when Daisy Keach came out with that thing on that one guy, whatever his name is, what's his name? Thomas Petru or whatever. Cause like that thing got millions of views. And instantly, this guy's getting hate. He has to disable comments on every single one of his videos, people hadn't heard the other side of it, And I don't even know about that situation, but still.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing.
The
Like,
big
there's
YouTubers are
always gonna
controlling
be
everything.
there's always gonna be two sides to the story,
Yeah, exactly.
and if you follow one creator over another, you're not gonna get that other side of the story, and that's when it becomes a problem. Is when you're not taking a step back, and just looking at both sides of the story.
Yeah. One more controversial TikToker is a girl with the ad of Ellie Zeller, and she is receiving lots of hate right now for looking exactly like Charlie D'Amelio, the biggest creator on the app, with around
Okay.
55 million followers,
Yeah.
something like that. And she's receiving lots of hate. What do you think on that? Do you think she's really trying to look like her and do everything she does, or is she doing her own thing, in your opinion?
Well, here's the thing: when you become a large creator like Charlie has become and built such a large following, like there are people doing the same thing she does to a large extent, like people doing the dances and stuff. Just because that one girl looks like Charlie doesn't mean that she's trying to actually impersonate Charlie and use her for clout. Now, I don't know like if she actually is or not, because I might be missing part of the story, but I feel like you got to remember that with fame or clout it becomes more of a responsibility because people are going to be idolizing you.
Okay, yeah,
looking up
so
to
I
you.
actually have a video here.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
okay, so this is a TikTok from this girl. And I just gonna let it play through because a lot of people, the comments are talking about how she literally is like doing the exact same like facial expressions as Charlie, which is really similar. Like that's Alex Warren guy that does like the same David Dobrik, like just laughing and talking and stuff. But I want to see like if you'd agree with that because. I guess this is not a very good example. But
Honestly, you just gotta remember, like, she's built a large following doing her dances and stuff. And so, I feel like dancing, would be a really bad example of, like, copying someone word for word. Like, I can see why people say that. I feel like, I don't know, not enough, like, evidence. Like, the Alex Warren thing, I completely understand that because, like, he laughs the same. He does everything like the same.
That guy's insane.
I don't know. It's really hard to tell.
Another TikToker. I was gonna talk about. Have you ever seen videos of like the biggest TikToker, which is Charlie D'Amelio, on the app? Have you ever seen her vlogs?
Like on TikTok or like on YouTube?
No, like on TikTok, where she'll like.
I have.
Do you find it weird that like, or at least I find this really weird, and I really want to talk about this because nobody really agrees with me, which is a weird. I have a weird stance on it, but I feel like, do you just find it weird that she like talks so quietly? You know, like you know how quiet. I don't know. I guess I kind of get what you're saying. But like okay, when I play this, hold on. When I play this.
It's Charlie, and
she is literally whispering during her like when she talks in her vlog. And it's just like, why? It's just like, it sometimes for some reason it just angers me how someone like so not so confident can make millions. But I mean, I don't want to start any controversy. So
no.
Yeah.
You look at the comments. The comments is your voice is so soothing. No simp. Just saying. Sounds like a nice person. Yeah, I think I've seen this video though. I think I know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the one I was. Yeah, that's like the exact one. So, okay, I'm just gonna.
I get where you're coming from with that, though. I understand that.
It just like angers me because it's just like I feel like she's obviously she obviously has talent in dance, but it's like, can she not like is she not confident enough to talk at like a normal voice? Like, I don't know. I mean, she's 15, but 16 now, but like still, I don't know. It is what it is, though.
I'm just you never know how she actually like talks to people in real life. Maybe she's just kind of acts like has that like shy attitude, you know?
Yeah. You I guess you can't really judge much until you meet someone in real life, or see someone in real life because people are a lot different on camera than they are in real life. And that actually brings me to a next segment that I was going to talk about, where on camera compared to real life. FlightReacts is one of the biggest influencers on YouTube, Twitch right now, because of how, and he's famous for how dumb he is, how the dumb sayings he says, the wrong pronouncings of people's names. And I was gonna ask, do you think FlightReacts is like playing a character? Like do you think he's actually not that bad at basketball? Do you think he actually knows how to pronounce his names and is just making bank out of it?
See, I've thought about this before. Built a large following off of being really stupid.
Facts,
like,
yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, very hard to actually be that stupid.
Yeah.
No offense to him. Nice guy, right?
Yeah. He seems nice.
Like, I don't know how he could hold that persona up the years. Because he's always been like that. Like, he hasn't changed at all.
No, actually, back in 2016, if you watch his videos, he is literally a different person. He used to be one of those storytime YouTubers when that was big. And I was watching one of his old videos, and he just seemed like a lot in a better mental state. He seemed happier. And he wasn't pronouncing anything wrong. And he just like seemed like a genuine YouTuber that like I would have watched at the time with those storytime YouTubers when that was big. So that's what's got me to ask this question. It's like, I feel like he could be, and like I feel like he's also better at basketball than he acts, because there are these old videos of him that like people find.
He used to be really good at basketball apparently, but apparently he just like a huge stoner.
But the cameras weren't on. No, but for real, like, when he made this video, and it's him, and he has like, his shot form looks perfect for a basketball. It looks like a college basketball shooter, and he's not making many shots in that video, but he still has like decent form, and I feel like that leads me to believe that he's definitely trying to do this for the money as well, or not just for the money, but because
he's getting money.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of money right now. And he was getting a lot of money before he even just blew up recently. Like, there was this video of him about, like, a year ago, and it shows his shoe collection, and he has, like, 500 pairs of shoes. It's insane. So, that's all I had on, FlightReacts. But I'm going to transition on to the next kind of segment where we've been talking about, or that I've kind of wanted to talk about for a while. It's like, me and Matthew aren't the largest YouTuber, obviously, as I said in the beginning. So, like, obviously, we both.
What do you mean, Joe? What are you talking about?
We have like a combined 500 subscribers with both of our channels combined. I don't know.
We're almost at 6. I'm almost at 300.
Oh, okay. So 600 subscribers combined. So what causes you, or what is like your motivation to continue YouTube at like the state? Because obviously we're not getting views, but we're putting hard work into our videos, and we're trying to give out the best content we can. So like, at least for you, why are you continuing YouTube when you're not getting when you're not getting thousands of subscribers and thousands of views?
Because, one, when I post, because I suck at posting and making a posting schedule, when I post, my views go up when I post. And Zilla video has like 7.5K.
Pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Gain almost 100 subscribers from that video. I think I'm almost at 270 subscribers. It's like that. Like, my videos average anywhere from 200 to 300 views from the last 5 videos I posted. So, like, if my analytics are going up, then there's no point of stopping. Like honestly, like, it's not for the views.
Yeah.
It's just because I enjoy filming and editing my videos when I do. I feel like a lot of people kind of lose sight of that over time, but like, I don't know.
No, that makes sense. Like, I definitely make me and Alden at our channel like to make videos mainly just because of like, even if we don't get like, the first thing is nothing can really go wrong with YouTube, where it's like you're not gonna lose a ton of subscribers. Like, YouTube is only up, not down. Like, it's really hard to get worse on YouTube. It's really hard to lose a ton of subscribers. If you get to a certain point, it's hard to get worse. So it's always an uphill curve. And then the second thing I was gonna say is, like, we've been posting videos since like 2016, and they're not very good videos, but we're trying to it's also kind of being used as like a memory of our childhood. Like when we look back on it when we were 21, we'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I remember this. Like I remember doing this, and this was so fun." You know? So like that's both of the things for me at least.
I agree. I agree with everything you said, and I don't know. It gives like thing to do like when you have nothing to do. I feel like I always fall into like making YouTube videos when I have like nothing to do. I'm not doing like sports and stuff right now, so I've started filming again.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends making YouTube videos at right now. We have our friend Tate, with Brother Chaboy Vids, and we also have he's made a new channel called Tater Talk Sports, and he's racking up the views on his recent videos. And go subscribe to him. He'll probably be linked in the description because he is new and he needs subscribers because the work he puts into his videos deserve more subscribers than he has right now. But it's pretty nice. So another thing I was going to talk about is we're right now in a state of coronavirus. So I wanted to ask you, how long do you think coronavirus will actually last on for? So like how long do you think it'll be until we either have a vaccine that cures it all, or do you think we'll have a vaccine that cures it all? But I just want to hear from you about that.
I do think we will get a vaccine. When? Probably sometime around next Christmas, this upcoming Christmas, or January, around that time. I don't know. I feel like people will be doing they're doing about the coronavirus forever. I think people will be wearing masks
That's true.
for a very long time.
Yeah,
I don't think. I mean, I don't really think there's any to like stop people from doing that. And I think if people want to do that for them, I don't know. That's pretty much what I have to say from that. I mean, I think people are making it into more of a political argument than it needs to be.
It's true.
I feel like right now would be a time when people would actually come together.
Yeah, it's true.
Sometimes things don't work like that.
Yeah, liberals and conservatives are turning it both. It's mostly the far lefts and the far rights are kind of turning it into more of an issue than it is. Liberals tend to blame the reason it's still going around on Trump, and conservatives. I'm not really. I lean a bit left on my political standpoint, to be honest. So so I don't know really what conservatives think about this topic. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like right now making it too much of a Trump versus the world fight instead of everyone banding together. Like, not the only one making the decisions. He can't make people do anything.
Yeah,
I think it really just comes down to being up to the people and what you want. Because I mean, but I feel like a lot of places it's getting really bad. It's becoming a place where they're being controlled by the government. I personally do not think that's right. I don't know what they're doing. You shouldn't really be controlled by democracy. That's not what a democracy is. So I feel like, I don't know.
No, that makes
sense. I do
sense.
think the protests and stuff are ridiculous because I don't think that's smart.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
I do understand where people are coming from, and they say we need to get back to work because we're both very fortunate to be able to have food on our plates during this time, but there are a whole bunch of families. And I feel like a lot of times we kind of lose sight of that, just how fortunate we are to have what we have. I feel like that has kind of become a problem. People not realizing how blessed we really are.
True. Definitely we're in a rich county. So we're pretty lucky, but even all of us are being affected. I know my parents are being affected with their pay amount just because of the stock market and all that stuff. So it's been tough. But there's another question I wanted to ask, which was a little bit less deep. But I was just gonna ask, what do you think about our generation. Now I'm gonna expand on this by saying like our generation just doesn't really follow politics. To be honest with you, like most of them don't. Like when I went on TikTok after Trump got impeached, literally there are people saying he got kicked out of office. So what do you think on like the yeah, and they're just so on our generation. Do you think like a lot of people are saying like Generation Z is like screwed or not?
Split.
Yes.
So one side, actually it's split three ways, I would say. The one side you have the educated conservatives, other side you have the educated liberals. Then there's between where people don't really know much about politics at all. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people that honestly I see speaking out most about politics, which I find very ironic.
Yeah, the people, yeah, definitely. The people that don't know about politics are speaking out about politics. It's annoying. It's annoying, isn't it? I always kind of want to respond to some people's things that they put on their story that are just completely incorrect, to be honest.
They don't educate themselves, and I feel like that's a large problem. People aren't educating themselves in our generation. That has become a very big problem.
Yeah, definitely. I feel
for the reason, instead of people reading, they just watch the news, and the information from the news is obviously skewed all the time, and we can't really believe much that's on there because it's always going to be skewed from the left or the right. People just don't sit down and read and take in the information that they're getting, and that's a problem.
Yeah, and I feel like with generation, and I feel like we just haven't really had as many troubleships as previous generations. I feel like our generation has at least gotten kind of spoiled a little bit more, because if you think really back, like baby boomers, they had World War II to deal with in earlier the Great Depression, and then after that, and then Generation X, which is our parents' generation, they had to deal with like constant Russian tensions, where at the time of them, there was constant tension between Russia and the U.S., and everybody was fearing a nuclear war, like literally all the time. During the Cold War, everybody was scared Russia was going to nuke us, or we were going to nuke Russia and create nuclear war. And they've gone through the Vietnam War as well. So it's like, so the problem with...
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
American population definitely changed when it comes to the views on war. And it's become much of a political thing. Like, Trump says anything about going to war with different countries, it's, oh my gosh, I can't believe Trump's saying that. I feel like that becomes a problem, because it just, like I kind of said earlier, creates just communication problems with everyone, and people stop communicating. What we need is people to communicate.
Yeah.
So
I think, yeah. I just feel like the problem with our generation, Generation Z, is nobody takes things seriously enough. Like, everyone's just making fun of everything. And I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if older generations, they were just teenagers messing around. But I know our generation is just full of people just making fun of a ton of stuff and not taking things that should be taken seriously. Especially on social media apps like coronavirus. There's jokes about it all the time. And then especially like there's like a lot of like dark humor where there's like jokes about like O.J. Simpson.
That's always been around.
Yeah, I guess that's always been around. Makes sense.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of it comes down to our generation being too sensitive.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so we'll also have a TikTok account, which will be about a lot of, which will be just clips of us that we think are entertaining, which we think are funny, about the podcast at the time, and hopefully, if you're here from TikTok, which is a possibility, please drop a sub, because once we get on either channels, if we get 4,000 watch hours, and 1,000 subscribers, then we can start making money, and then we can.
I'm already at 4,000 watch hours. My Godzilla video's at 16,000 watch minutes.
Jeez.
Oh wait, never mind. It's at a lot. It's at a lot.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah, well, we need 4,000 public watch hours and 1,000 subs. So, and then we can start making that bank, and then we won't have this trash podcast of me with this trash bed in my background with this very, very neatly made bed because we're gonna be so rich. We're gonna have servants working for us. So we're about to make this bank, and we're gonna turn it into we're gonna make a house called the podcast house. Okay.
What should we call it? I have a hype house name, man.
Yeah. Okay, the hype house is so screwed though. Like it's just so weird. It's just such a weird concept. Like a ton. I don't even know
but
who.
There's so many people, dude. There's it's been a concept for such a long time. MagCon, Team 10, Cloud House,
yeah,
all those things. You notice how all of those fall apart. All of them.
The only ones that have really worked is one, David Dobrik's Vlog Squad, but they don't live together too.
They don't live together. They're kind of split up. Like some people live together, but they're split up. Yeah, but that's not a content house. Like people are advertising. Like there's no contracts between people if they're in each other's videos.
Yeah, those things fall apart so fast. Especially, gosh, Jake Paul has lost so many Team 10 members. I don't even know who his Team 10 is anymore, to be honest.
I think it's just his house right now. Because I remember Team 10 when they had the Dobre brothers and they were lighting stuff on fire in their pool.
That was entertaining at the time for me, at least.
But we were so young to understand how stupid that was, for him to be doing. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Jake Paul, if he has any chance, I think he needs to come to his senses and stop being dumb in general. And then I think he also needs to kind of update his content for his viewers, kind of like how Logan Paul did, which I really like his content right now.
I've really enjoyed Logan's rebranding kind of thing he's been doing. I don't know, he needed it, and it's really worked. Honestly, I thought he was really gonna fall off after the Logan Paul and KSI fight, but honestly, he stayed in it really well.
Well, I think it was partly because of the content change up, and second of all, the fight was a really close fight. The fight really could have gone either way without the subtraction of the 2 points. So everybody was if KSI would have literally knocked him out third round or something, then I don't think he would be as big as he is about right now. And definitely Mike Malak as well, to be honest. I feel like that guy's kind of carrying. But I feel like Mike Malak and his girlfriend are kind of carrying his situation right now, carrying Logan Paul's situation.
Did for a little bit, but I feel like he was already getting 3 mil on his videos before that whole situation started.
Yeah,
we're just saying, metaphorically, if we knew.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
I also like how his vlogs aren't super long anymore, 12 minutes, because they were pretty easy to get bored from.
The attention span of kids has gone down so much. I feel
like way too much.
His vlogs is accommodated to it, and I feel like David Dobrik kind of started that.
Yeah, he.
It's his vlogs have always been. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's no doubt that really David Dobrik's content was definitely modeled.
Yep. I agree.
Logan Paul's content was modeled after David Dobrik's in a sense, or in a style. I feel like there's no way it wasn't.
It's yeah, but
it's its own separate thing.
It's Alex Warren type of vibe. It's not copying.
Dude, no way, Natalie. Dude, no way, dude. God dang it.
Oh yeah.
No, and literally, I watched one of his vlogs once because I just wanted to see it.
Damn.
He has literally roles for each one of David Dobrik's vlogs. There's a guy do you remember Alex Ernst from David's vlogs? That's not really in it.
Alex was my favorite.
Yeah, Alex Ernst is so funny, but there's literally a guy that acts exactly like him, super serious but funny sometimes. And then there's Cover, his girlfriend, who's kind of like Liza Koshy, where she just does really weird stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw he's weird. He's weird, to be honest. So.
I haven't heard much from Liza Koshy. I'm not subscribed to Liza, so I wouldn't know. But where's she at right now?
Vine killed her, to be honest. I'm
really?
Sure she was big. I think she was big on Vine, and she should have never broken.
She had more subscribers than David. A really long time.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think she was a huge Vine star, but she can't make full-fledged videos. She could just make those 15-second
but she's
videos.
She's funny though.
I literally don't really watch her content other than her Vines.
I don't watch her content either.
Yeah.
She has 17 mil YouTube, 17.8.
Woo! Wow! I did not know she was still that big. And if you really think about it, all of these new influencers, bigger influencers, came from Vine. Even David Dobrik came from Vine. The Pauls came from Vine. Liza
Called
Koshy-
it the Vine invasion. And it was like H3, iDubbbz.
Yeah, all these people came from Vine. All these huge people came from Vine. So the question is, will the next big YouTubers come from TikTok?
They're starting. Charlie has a channel.
Yeah.
Addison has a channel. I haven't really looked into it. But Charlie was on trending just the other day.
Jeez.
Her birthday.
Oh, Tate just posted this video, by the way. Guys, look at this. I have my screen's being shared right now. Guys, look. Watch this video. What's
his YouTube channel called again?
Tater Talks Sports. And he edited it. I taught him how to edit.
Magic will be completely overwhelmed by.
Yeah, I taught him how to edit, so he's pretty.
Seeing the 20
Okay.
playoffs.
Okay, there we go. Next person I was kind of what do you thought I kind of wanted to talk about, and today's a really social media kind of heavy episode. You know how a lot of people in the YouTube community hate Drama Alert, Keemstar. Do you like to watch his videos? Do you hate him?
Oh.
Or should I
hate him.
Really?
I don't like. Jeez, man. Sometimes I watch his videos to see what's going on, but I feel like I don't know.
I like. He's fine.
I mean, like, just like, I don't know how to explain it. I watched a H3 podcast where they talked about this, and I kind of forgot. I'm mind blanking. They talked about how Keemstar pretty much started out like before YouTube. He was the guy that pretty much like told people they were like
a tax collector or something.
Yep, yeah. So like when it comes to this kind of stuff, like a little too blunt. I don't really have a problem with him when it comes to like his personality and stuff, but I feel like his videos are sometimes outstretched, and I don't really like how like every one of his videos is like about the Paul brothers, every like micro thing that they've done wrong. I feel like that's so unoriginal at this point because that's what YouTube has been for the past 2 years, and I'm just done with it.
I think Keemstar, like, I just think he claims they're unbiased, but he is so biased, and that's what kind of gets me a little bit mad. Like, he will be like...
It's like CNN.
He's like CNN, yeah, he's literally, like, because they'll be like, he'll be like, okay, guys, like, I'm just gonna give it to you guys all unbiased, and then he'll be like, okay, you know, Logan Paul did blank. And then he'll be like, I know you did it, Logan Paul, in his video. Like, obviously, like, as a joke. But he's obviously biased. Like, he's just showing a bias. And then he turns his viewers against someone. And if he was unbiased, if he was purely unbiased and just reporting on the things, then...
Just say it how it is.
Yeah, say it how it was. Say what's going on without trying to pick at someone. I think he'd
it's like he's part of the cancel culture. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm starting to get freaking tired at 9:32. Jeez. I haven't been tired. I've been getting like no sleep. I'm staying up late playing Overwatch right now. Like all the
Yeah. We got like 45 minutes in, so
yeah. Let's go to an hour. Let's go to an hour. Thoughts?
I think an hour.
Let's go to an hour. It's the first one. Thing is, actually, do we want to go to an hour? Because to be honest, an hour is kind of like, it seems huge to a viewer, right? Like they don't want to see. It seems menacing, you know. It's like an hour of video. Like I don't want to watch this. So maybe we should stop.
All
right. I think we'll wrap it up there because I ran out of talking points like 15 minutes ago.
Camera's about to die.
Yeah. So I
we
think
just end the video and play some box wars.
yeah, we're about to play some Fortnite. But hope you guys enjoyed the first podcast. We're gonna have some people on it. We're gonna ask some people to come on it, some of our friends, and see if they'll like the podcast idea. But TikTok, I will tag it in the video. So the TikTok's up there or there. I don't know. I'll just put it up. I'll put my hands up like this, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast, and we'll see you in the next one.